Oh yeah, that was when I first started comedy, that was my wheelhouse.
And I remember laughing a lot, and a lot of people were uncomfortable.
That's not how I remember it. I remember being universally beloved. Stand-up Saturday, baby, ripping those vapes. I had to start the show before you got done ripping that vape. It's everyone's favorite day.
We're gonna do some jokes. We're gonna talk about them. That's exactly what happens.
That's what we do
on Stand-up Saturday.
It's Tickle Nick Saturday.
It's like MK Ultra, but more normal.
All right.
Less funny, but more normal.
Not quite as funny as...
Hi, baby.
We should drug somebody. We should get somebody on the show and drug them.
Daisy, do you want to do LSD and do a type 5?
You can't tell her.
She likes it.
Type 5.
Daisy, you got a type 5.
If we take enough LSD, then we can see her do a type 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you want to preface any of this? What's your set this week?
I kind of did.
You're sideways again. You're always sideways.
I don't know what happened.
It's okay. All right. So was this recent?
That was Thursday.
Word. All right. Sarah is wearing an I Love New York shirt. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Okay, all right. You want to do any final words?
No.
Okay, I don't have my notebook, so my thoughts are going to be all over the place.
Me, and let's give it up for him, Nick Dominic.
What's up, fuckers? You doing okay?
I guess so.
Okay, cool. Me too. I have an ex-girlfriend, and
Hell yeah.
She was born in the Netherlands, and she used to say this thing. She used to say, "Why don't we call my vagina the Holland Tunnel?" I was like, "It's not in the Netherlands. It's in like the one in New York." She's like, "Yeah." So I threw $1.25 in there, and I kept on trucking. I'm dating. I'm single. Some guys will say, "Oh yeah, I want a lady with some big gazonkers or a fat pooper." You know, I don't whatever you like. I figured out what I want in a woman. I want a woman with a 3 KD ratio in Warzone who can make good call-outs. Sick of playing solos. I die every game. I do not win. I am not her ex-boyfriend. I was not stationed on that couch. That was a good joke. Her joke was good. Mine was not. I don't know. Being single, I've learned a lot about myself and my sexuality. I discovered recently that I am autoerotic. Yes, I'm autoerotic. That means I like to suck my own dick while I'm driving. It's very dangerous. Safer than texting and driving. Safer than drinking and driving. Speaking of drinking and driving, I'm 437 days sober.
Nice!
Take about 50% off of that. I had some help from the Leawood Sheriff's Department. They helped me get sober. I don't know. Do you read? Do you like to read books? Anybody like to read?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever read 1984?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dystopian novel. Have you ever read it in jail? Have you ever read a dystopian hellscape book in jail? I don't know. They had better food, but I don't know, I had a lot of bologna sandwiches. I have a dog. Who likes dogs here? Yeah. I have a beautiful, sweet little angel named Daisy. She gets misgendered a lot. She's a little butch, I'll give her that. But she gets misgendered. They're like, oh, he's so cute. What's his name? And I'd take offense. I'm like, excuse me, can't you see your fucking big beefy Mitt back there? Oh, she's clearly a lady. I'm Nick Domini, thank you.
Good set. Good set.
That was a fun room.
That looked like a fun room. Girl and guy front row loved you.
Yeah, they were fun. The lady who did jokes right before me had a joke about her boyfriend being stationed on her couch for playing Call of Duty, and he was like stationed on her couch. I can't remember.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. And it was a good like her. She was very funny. She was also at the Warehouse Vintage show last night. Can't remember her name. Sarah. She's from out of town. I don't know. I don't know how she ended up here, but yeah, she had a whole bit about her ex-boyfriend living on her couch and then like
playing Call of Duty.
All he does is play Call of Duty, and it's like he's stationed there. I don't know. It was very funny.
I never thought about Call of Duty humor. You probably could do a whole chunk on that eventually.
Yeah. Mo has a joke about her dad being like a 5-star general in Call of Duty or something. Like he was. I don't know. I can't remember the joke. It was funny.
I like how you angled a lot of your stuff towards being single. Like you kind of made it.
There was
over here a little bit, yeah.
I have like.
I'm nothing without my notepad. I'm already blanking on your jokes. Keep going.
Well, I feel like I don't do that intentionally all the time, but when I'm on stage, I notice that like, oh, my ex-girlfriend, and then I talk about being single, and then I got a DUI. So there is like, oh, he had a girlfriend, he lost it, he's single, then he was drinking and like.
Oh, there's a little thread there. I didn't think about that.
But I notice I do that naturally when the crowd is like good, but if I feel like I'm like battling the crowd, my mind just kind of reaches for a joke that
That's fine. There's no correct answer.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer that segues are overrated.
Yeah. It's just easier for me to like stay in a flow if it's working like that. I don't know. So.
Well, yeah, and you kind of remind yourself, oh, I'm talking about this.
Yeah.
Did you say greasy Mitt this week?
Beefy.
Beefy Mitt.
Beefy Mitt.
What was it last week?
It was just a greasy pussy last week.
Comment below. What should Nick call his dog's pussy next week?
Some women laugh at that, but some women are like visibly disgusted when I talk about my dog's external body parts.
Daisy,
I'm sorry, baby.
calling her butch was hilarious.
She is.
Oh,
Well, that's the
we're
problem.
not talking about you, Daisy. We're talking about another Daisy. Somebody at work. I wish we had a Daisy cam.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do Daisy cam. This was the face she gave us when we called her Butch. She's very concerned. She's still concerned. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about
Some
you.
other Daisy with a beefy mitt.
It's another Daisy. You shouldn't even know what those words mean. All right. Well, that's going to be our first ever Daisy cam on the show. That was hilarious because she goes, "You're beautiful. You're classically beautiful."
She really is a good dog.
You can't read, but if you could read the dictionary, it describes you as a beautiful dog. Or whatever you think you are. God, what was the new thing? Call of Duty, You need to go because you really do be losing a lot of games. And from what you tell me, I haven't seen. And it seems like you're really good at it. It's just like you get the shittiest teammates. There's got to be a way to make that relatable. Plus, millions of people play those games.
Right. I wouldn't say I'm good. I'm above average enough to be frustrated by bad players. But I am not good enough to like win the game on my own with a bad team. So, but that's like streamer level good. They like
Yeah, you shouldn't have to be that.
they spend 12 hours a day playing the game, so it's like I don't know. But yes, you're right. It is relatable. There was one guy behind that couple that liked that joke. He looked like a guy who played Call of Duty.
Even just, there we go. Okay, I sent Daisy Cam. Even just talking about losing, I don't know, video games in general, good. You don't really, for the amount of people who play video games, and you know what I mean, for how as big as that is, like I think it's a bigger industry than like movies. You don't hear a lot of like, it's kind of a niche topic.
Yeah.
Like you might hear like maybe an alt comic talk about, or maybe some a Comic-Con comic or something like that.
Everyone knows, like, even like everyone knows the first fucking Goomba in Mario. Everyone knows that feeling. You get immediately into the game and the first mushroom kills you, and you're like, fuck. The KD ratio of that Goomba is like millions to one.
On first attempts, yeah. You said something about texting. Oh my God, I heard the funniest. I was driving around the other day. I heard, those PSAs on the radio? So there was one about texting and driving, and this person said, you wouldn't ride a unicycle while juggling cats. And they said, and that's exactly what you're doing when you're texting and driving. And I was like, I don't know about that.
That'd be pretty hard.
The way they said it on the radio was like,
it'd be pretty hard
these are
to
the
kill
exact
someone else on a unit.
same thing. Any notes for yourself?
No, I like that set.
I think it was a good set.
That was fun.
Seemed fun. Tied it all together. I like it. You seem to be getting way more comfortable. Like you had freedom to like walk away from a bigger. Like when you did the jail thing, like you just did it. Just did like the 1984. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you didn't have to go into like everything else. Like there was a lot in previous sets in between. Like, and I'm not saying it needed to be cut or that you should cut it all the time, but there was a lot in between the DUI and the sobriety and the jail stuff.
Yes.
So I can tell you're comfortable. Okay. So I have no idea what my set is. I hope it's not. I hope it's not one we've done. I don't think it is. But all right. All right. Great job, Nick. I give you 4.5 stars out of 45 stars. Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's better than my college GPA.
All right, Dennis Cheney. I might have to fast forward it here because it looks like I'm the cameraman, so I have to. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to start at 1 minute. Well, I'll start at my introduction here.
Guys, we have one more comic, and he's been making your drinks all night, so please, for the love of God, give it up for him. It's Dennis.
Call it 9/11. Hi, guys. How's your evening been? My name's Dennis. I work at a comedy club, but it's not my passion. My passion is HR and IT management professionalism. You guys ever tell a job they're your passion? You just die a little bit inside. Like, my passion is plastic bag manufacturing. It's what I wanted to do ever since I was a child. They're like, this guy's perfect. Probably a serial killer, but perfect. I went to a concert yesterday. I'm getting back out. Not that you care about that part, but I went to a concert yesterday, and this band was great. They had 2 drummers. And I don't mean like a guy on the bongo and a guy on the congo or whatever. They had 2 whole drummers. They had their whole drum sets. 2 whole drum sets. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it kind of just sounded like one guy drumming. And I just wonder what like the politics is inside that band, because like one guy knows that the other guy could replace him with like a double kick drum. He's like, I'm gonna get an extra snare. He's like, you better fucking not. We got a good thing going here. They like bully each other. They're like, yeah, Mark wrote the drum part for this one, so Kevin, you're gonna play the shaker thing. You just gotta be on stage shaking the thing. But don't worry, everyone loves the shaker thing. Nobody can fucking hear the shaker thing in a live concert, don't worry. Not a single person can hear the shaker thing above all the other instruments. They probably bully each other backstage. They're like, oh, did I step on your toe? I'm sorry. Be ashamed if something happened to that toe. I'm the lead drummer in this band. You're just the rhythm drummer. That's what I thought was the funniest part of that joke. Was rhythm drummer. But I'll let it sink in. You guys like politics? JD Vance, you see this guy? You know who he is? Yeah, he just got Trump just, I had no idea. My mom texted me and said, Trump picked JD? I'm like, who are you talking about? And then she said, JD Vance, and then I Googled him, and I got the Google result, and it was like senator from Ohio, and then I got hit with the bomb. 39 years old. Okay, for reference, I'm 38 years old. I've been saying we need younger people for a long time. That's too young. We don't need people in the White House who played the same fucking video games I did. I'm not comfortable with like foreign countries having like the vice president's Call of Duty chat logs and shit. And I don't even know how I'm vote. I don't even know if I'll vote, but I will say this, if anyone in here is pro Biden or Kamala, like this is the best thing that could happen to you, because he might be down, she might be down right now, but all it's gonna take is one picture of JD Vance wearing Jinkos with like a fucking wallet chain. You put that on TV and they're back, baby. It made me really mad because I wrote that last week and I had a punchline where I was like, Biden's going to be at the convention like, I might be senile, but that means I don't even know what eating ass is. And everyone's gonna be like, yeah! USA! USA! And I was like, I can tell that next week. He's not going anywhere. Joke's on me. Have a great night. Bye, guys.
Whoa, okay, screening everybody. Let him hear it. We should kill the president, right? Here goes. All right, guys, that's it. That's the mic. Please get home.
Did he say we should kill the president? That's the most Max Peterson thing to just say.
Well,
I miss Max.
yeah, Max
I should have went out last night.
Yeah, it was a good show. I would recommend anyone go to a show produced by Max Peterson at the Warehouse Vintage Store. Always a good time. Crowd is always fun.
We should hit him up and get on the show.
Last night it was a absolute fire hazard. Packed wall to wall, standing room in the back. It was a fun show. Call of Duty bit.
I know.
That was weird.
That was weird. That's a synchronicity. That sucks. I actually like that joke about him being young.
Yeah.
I guess I got time to keep doing something similar.
Yeah.
I don't know though. Part of me is like, this show hasn't helped, but like traditionally I haven't for like 8 years of doing comedy. I said I'd never do like current event jokes because it comes and goes, you know what I mean? But I've changed my mind on that.
In the internet
You just have to write
age.
enough. Yep. You just have to write enough that you have current event stuff and timeless stuff.
And sometimes it'll like, something will happen and you'll be the tip of the spear and then you can turn it into like, you know, it'll become a timeless event. Like,
Oh yeah.
if you were writing January 6th jokes.
like Max Peterson killing the president.
Right, that's a timeless joke.
As long as they're presidents. Oh man, if we ever get a Secret Service knock,
Well,
then I'm putting it in the podcast. One of us has to film it.
it will probably not be.
Because we won't get it, he'll get it. Again,
Yeah.
Max Peterson. He doesn't live here.
We'll get a knock. He will get
We know where
flashbangs
he
thrown
lives.
through his window.
That was the last president. So, okay, there was that. The drum thing, I think that was one of the only bits I've ever done twice on the show. That was a better version than I had last time.
Yeah, the rhythm drummer line was the funniest part.
Here's the problem. I lost steam 2/3 of the way through. You could hear it. It was going good, and I think what it was I repeated the bowling line, and it became more meandering. So what I thought was the funniest part didn't get much of anything. But I still had the audience, as you could tell. But
The premise was also funny too.
I don't remember what I started out with. I can't think today. What did I start out with? What was before the drummers?
Fuck.
This is ridiculous. Here, I'll just fucking replay it real fast while we're... Oh, my passion. Oh, yeah. That's something I forgot about. I need to bring that. That was my favorite part. I need to work on that premise.
That was the Mitt plastic bag manufacturer.
People really do be like that.
And you're right, they are most likely serial killers. Maybe they haven't killed yet, but...
Oh, speaking of this, well, it's true, dude. We say the dumbest shit in job interviews and like, the whole everything about, like, office culture. Like, we're a family, like, all that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't see...
My passion.
I've worked in restaurants my entire career since I was 20 years old. And because food and like cocktail making, it is creative, people can say it's a passion.
I think some jobs you can say are a passion.
At the end of the day, 80% of what you make is burgers and tenders and, the things that are like...
Right. Well, anything can become a fucking...
But the office culture, I don't...
Grind.
The point is, like, I didn't get a lot of office culture stuff in restaurants except for the family thing. And the family thing is so toxic.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, that is the wrong way to approach this relationship. I'm not your buddy. I'm not your, We're comrade. We are fighting.
If anything,
if
we're really family, when do we start the revolution together?
Yes, like it's not.
To think of a management too as part of like a family is insane. I'll give you this: if you're building revolutionary software out of your garage, then you get to be a family.
If you're equating an authority figure like your manager on the same level as the authority figure you hold in your, like your parents are an authority figure, it's so gross.
It's just, dude, but people don't. It's not the people. It's not the little people that push that. It's
I know.
You'll see something funny, speaking of work stuff. So yesterday, a friend of mine was trying to create a LinkedIn profile, or to change her LinkedIn profile, and she was trying to use an AI like assist thing to make a photo look more professional. And it was so funny. We were laughing at how bad it was because it was just completely, it didn't even look like her at all. So I was like, do me. So I basically looked exactly like I do now. I stood in front of a wall and I took 8 pictures of myself just going, and this is what it came up with. I'm going to put this.
Dude.
I mean, dude, that's insane though.
It looks like you.
Well, that's because I gave it all my own face.
Yeah.
But I mean, who the fuck is using this in real life?
You show up to a job interview at a firm and you're wearing the KC Paw t-shirt. Sorry.
I just thought that was funny. Speaking of work-related weird shit.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think the passion thing is something I need to add to my list of stuff on this show that I forgot. Going back, honestly, I'm glad I've been going back over my old shit because
Yeah.
I would say there's probably like 6 or 7 bits the last couple months that I just usually I'd say about that I really would have just forgotten about, just gone, and that I want, and it makes me sad about one of these days. Somewhere in this old computer, I have like a fairly long set that I did like a year into comedy.
Okay.
I'm going to do clips out of that one of these days because I know it's in my drive somewhere because somebody shared it with me a couple years ago, and it's just like all stuff I completely forgot about. I don't know, it might be fun to do like a retro rewind.
Well, okay. Speaking of, okay, I think we talked about this, but not on the show, but you performed in Manhattan, right?
Yeah, a few
Like
times.
years ago? Okay. I am almost certain I saw you perform.
I bet you did. I did a number of those shows at the Student Union thing or whatever.
At Annie Mae's. Did you ever perform at Annie Mae's? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain I saw you there like 10 years ago.
Oh, I bet. That would have been about the time.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Not, I
Come
guess,
on, now
not
we're
really.
engaged.
Well, I thought
It's a small world.
I thought we were just fucking.
It is a small world. That means I theoretically could have met you.
Right.
It could have
Like
been a good set, man.
we had mutual friends.
Oh yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, you were telling a bunch of jokes about death.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was when I first started comedy, that was my wheelhouse.
And I remember laughing a lot, and a lot of people were uncomfortable.
That's not how I remember it. I remember
No,
being
I mean,
universally beloved. No, I'm just kidding. No, that sounds about right.
Other people were laughing, but I was like
Oh,
cracking. 'Cause, okay, my dad's a mortician. You know, it's like, oh, this guy gets it.
that's great, dude.
So
Now we're doing a podcast.
yeah, I don't know. It just, I think about that.
That's so fun. And I guarantee what you just said. I used to go out there quite a bit, but from what you just said, I guarantee now. Because I remember at one point I completely trashed my whole set because it was all about death. And I was just like, I had no reason to be that guy. Yeah, okay, well, this has motivated me. One of these Saturdays, we might do a longer. I want to chop up an old set, like a hella old set of just stuff that I haven't told in like 5 years at least. And we can go through it, see what's good, see what's bad.
And shout out to Manhattan comic
Cody
Dietrich.
The man.
Hilarious comic.
Mike.
Excellent musician. He's a fucking drummer. He's the lead drummer of Top Hat and others. Come on the show. Don't be angry.
Stop being mad at us. Oh, I have a question for the whole audience right now. Are you mad at us? Oh, man. We got some good feedback on our Bigfoot sex posts.
Yes.
Paul, who we need to go on Paul's podcast, dude.
Is that the...
I need to reconnect with him.
Is that the Arson Club?
Yes.
Okay.
Paul and Matt.
I don't know them personally, but...
He commented, I watched this competition reality show hosted by Dean Cain, where Bigfoot hunters from all around the country came together to go out in the woods and find Bigfoot evidence. And one guy got drunk and told everyone he had sex with a baby Bigfoot. Can't believe we missed that one on the sode.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's gross on so
That's
many
the first
levels.
comment I've ever read. I know, it had to be said. It's right up our wheelhouse, though, Nick.
Yeah. Well, I don't call it my wheelhouse. I call it my bussy.
My pussy. My Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Why's it gotta be a baby Bigfoot?
That's the part.
That's the part. One of my grandmas, had some like methed out neighbors for a while. And one of them told her that he killed a nest of baby Bigfoot. Can't believe this didn't come up yesterday.
We should get him on the show.
Well, no. He'd steal our fucking copper wiring.
We should interview him over Zoom.
Oh, yeah, I'd do that.
We should go to his home and knock on his door.
She said he was like in tears telling her this.
Oh my god.
But then that makes me think, like, did he kill a person?
Right.
Like
He burned a homeless guy in his tent.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather not know.
Yeah.
You know what though? We should get some experiencers or something. Yeah, dude.
Some experienced Bigfoot lovers.
We're approaching episode 100.
It's coming up.
I think we start getting guests when we hit 100. Not every episode, but we should shake it up. We should shake up the format a little bit.
Yeah. Also, if you want, we'll review your clips.
Yeah, we keep putting that up there.
You know, we're pretty objective, I think.
Yeah. We're pretty easy on ourselves. We'll go easy on you.
Yeah.
We did Phil Andrews once.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You should just, dude, when you're working the open mic, you should just ask people if you...
You're right.
Because don't you get off pretty early?
Yeah, Thursdays would be great for that.
You ought to just pick a person who's okay with it every week. Throw some variety in here. Daisy.
Hi, baby. Come here. Come here.
This is a
Come say
Daisy
hi.
heavy episode. Well, we love you guys. We love you. Guys.
Daisy, we love you.
We love you. Oh, from my heart to yours.
Do not send your heart out, Dennis.
What if I do it like that? Anyway.
We love you.
Subscribe. Goodbye.